Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 23rd edition of the virtual lounge session. We have with us today M G Raghuraman, SCA of the 1974 batch. He spent 22 years on Southern Railway and was ADRM Chennai when he put in his papers and took voluntary retirement and switched his profession to global IT services, where he joined a company called EDS and continued in that company as a CXO for almost 8 years. In his third avatar, he has emerged as a certified professional coach. He has trained over 120 clients and he has 10 years of experience now in this field. He's also an adjunct professor of the Dayanand Sagar University, where he teaches executive MBA students. He enjoys playing the guitar, he's learning Spanish, he grows orchids, and he's an avid bridge player. Today, he will talk to us on rediscovering inner freedom, his journey as a coach and as a person. And with that, I'll hand you over to Raghuraman. Raghuraman, all yours.
Thank you very much, Virdi Saab, and good evening and namaste to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. My first request, like I do as a professor, is to kindly make your handsome and beautiful faces seen. Turn on your videos, please, because we're going to do some activities and I have to see your face. So can you just turn on your video? Thank you, Shakti Goshal. Without much ado, I just want to get on with this difficult topic. So I have a small presentation to share. My request to all of you will be to stop me whenever you want and share whatever you think in between. Okay, even if you don't complete the deck, it doesn't matter. So why now this topic of rediscovering inner freedom? It just happened that I turned 70 a couple of days back. Okay. Much to my discomfiture, because my wife seems to be in the previous decade, and that bothers me. Okay. She's in the 60s. Till now, I was together with her. I have been very much influenced by a couple of books by Yuval Noah Harari. One is this book called Homo Deus. I don't know how many of you might have read it. I'm sure Shakti Ghoshal would have done, right? And Sapiens. This is another book by Homo Deus. This left some imprint on me, and my recent 10 years executive coaching experience. And the last decade, it has been my best decade. Happy retirement from corporate. I was not yet chucked out. Thank God for small mercies. And I have two beautiful grandchildren. They have completely transformed my life. The grandfathering experience has been terrific for me. And what I have learned from coaching 120 odd executive clients. Lastly, a big FOMO has settled into me recently, okay, especially after reaching 70. I'm now worried about what I may miss out, and I'm trying to catch up, you understand what I mean. So we are going to start with a couple of lounge activities, starting with a small exercise. Can you please turn on your videos once again? Thank you. All those who are with your videos. Now I want you to do one small thing. Can you just ensure that you are visible? And I'm going to give you a very difficult exercise. So you have to concentrate. Now put your hands together like this. Can you please do it? Put your hands together. Suri sir, interlocking your fingers. Yeah, thank you. Now please notice which thumb is on top, your right thumb or left thumb. Can you speak up?
Right.
All of you, please unmute. Please unmute. There's no need to mute.
Right.
Right thumb. Right thumb. Anybody left thumb? Anybody left thumb? Now what do? You'll notice, take your hands off. This time you put them together with the wrong thumb on top. Can you adjust and put the wrong thumb on top? Can you do that? Anil sir, can you please do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
You could do that?
Yes.
Yes, done it. Done it.
Done it.
Done it. Yes.
Done it. Done it. Done it.
What did you feel when you did this?
I was
Some
just thinking that
difficulty.
I have to do the left thumb on the top. Nothing much.
Required an effort.
Required an effort.
Some
Yeah,
required
it didn't
some
come
effort.
easy.
Didn't
Yeah.
come easily.
It
Had
didn't
to
come
think how
easy.
to do it.
You had to think how to do it. You had to make a choice. In the first one, you didn't make a choice.
Yeah.
It came
It
naturally.
just happened. So let's move on. Now, for the second game, I need one volunteer. And the rest of you observe that person very closely, okay? Is there a way in which, Virdi sir, I can make the gallery with only two people speaking? So, in the second game, I need a volunteer. Who can be a volunteer?
You pick one.
I will pick one. That's a good one. There goes. I will pick one, which will be my good friend Shashi Bhushan Malik. Is it okay, Malik?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, all of you just pay attention, listen to him. This will be a 5-minute exercise. You can observe him. Shashi Bhushan, you and I know each other from the days of Jamalpur. Don't tell everybody about. I was one of the good raggers, right? I didn't do much to you, but we played basketball together. So you trust me. So, Shashi Bhushan, I would like you to visualize a particular monsoon afternoon. Okay? It's raining a little bit. You are alone at home. Your wife and son have gone out somewhere. For about 4 hours, they won't be back. Your maid servant is not there. There's no one in the no attendance. It's raining anyway. Okay? Is that okay with you, Sachi?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So do you have a balcony, Shashi Bhushan?
Yes.
You have a balcony. Do you have some plants there?
No.
No. But you have a good view of the sky, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Good. Speak loudly, huh? So it is raining, and I know you like a cup of tea, right? So you're sitting alone, sipping a cup of tea. Are you doing anything? Any reading? Or just quiet?
Just quiet.
Just quiet, the way you are. Yeah, quiet guy. Nice guy.
He is
So
a
there
quiet
is the pitter patter of the rain, the nice smell of the wet earth, beautiful, gentle breeze, and Shashi Bhushan Malik is having a cup of chai all alone, enjoying his peace and freedom. Suddenly, there is a knock at his door. Okay? Shashi Bhushan is wondering, who the hell can this be? At last, I thought I had got rid of my wife for 4 hours. Where is she coming back? How me? How me? So sorry. My wife. So, anyway, sorry, that was an aside. So, he just totters up to the door, opens the door, and what does he find? Shashi Bhushan Malik, 5 years older.
5 years older.
He finds Shashi Bhushan Malik standing outside, but who is the older version by 5 years. So this junior Malik looks at him, but he sees him. He knows who the hell is he. So the other guy says, the senior Malik says, hey, can I come in, man? Andar aa sakta hu? Of course, aye, you know. Shashi Bhushan Malik is a very polite, humble, soft, gentleman. So he leads him, and then he gets flustered. He says, aye, and baithiye, and then goes to the balcony. In the balcony, he sits down and said, chai piyenge? The senior Malik says, of course. Why not? You know, I like tea. The senior man says, where's the rest of the family? Malik says, Abhi to chalenge, sab log chalenge. Should I call them? He said, no, 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 don't call them. Don't call them. And then they chat for 20 minutes. Both Malik and Malik, his older version, for 5 years by 20 minutes. Okay. Then suddenly the rain stops. So the older Malik gets up and says, "Main ja raha hu. Time to leave." He said, no, 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 wait, wait, wait. I'll just call the wife. Abhi khana banayenge. We'll have dinner together. Relax. Main ja raha hu. How did you come? Can I drop you? I said, I told Uber to wait. No problem. Ah, then the older man just starts walking to the door. Shashi Bhushan Malik goes behind him, goes to the door, and they stand, they shake hands, they hug each other, and the older version gets into the lift and goes down. Ha! Shashi Bhushan Malik waits at the door. There's no more noise. The rain returns. He comes back to his balcony. Okay? Comes back to his balcony. Sits down. Oh my God, what an experience he is thinking in his mind. Okay? So we are now going to ask the real life Shashi Bhushan Malik a few questions. All right. What struck you most about your older self? What did you see in him?
A more dignified person.
More dignified person. Okay. What else? What else did strike you?
Calm person.
Calm and dignified. Okay. But did you feel anything same about him and you?
Sorry.
Did you feel anything the same between you and him? Similar?
Uh, Basically, uh, elder brother, Malo, or maybe what can I say?
Like an elder brother. Okay. But it was different, right?
Yes.
He was not the same as you, right?
Yes.
Did you like to see him? Did you like him?
Yes.
Do you think he liked you?
If he stayed here for 20 minutes, had a chat with me, so I think so.
I think so. Hmm. Did anything your older self said which surprised you? Did he say anything which surprised you? You were chatting for 20 minutes. Any surprise which he said?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Don't remember, don't think so. Right? It felt as if you know, both of you knew each other very well, correct?
Yes.
Very interesting. Did you ask him any question?
Yes.
Would you like to share us?
Only in private.
Go ahead. Hey, no, others, please don't say. You'll interrupt him. Go ahead.
Well, I saw in him where I will be 5 years from now. And so maybe I asked him about uh, my health going forward, and about that, as I said, that I found him in a dignified and calm manner, which I am reflecting myself 5 years and
Excellent. Did you notice there was the future vision of you, which you saw, did not bring you any new wisdom.
Did not bring me.
any new wisdom. It was as if you knew everything. And whatever you are saying, it was already within you. You are expressing that now. Actually, it didn't happen. He didn't talk to you. You didn't talk to him. But you expressed whatever you felt in an imaginary situation which is within you. Okay?
Yes.
Now, thinking about this, if such a simple thing like visualization and this small game can tell you that what we think as our choices, are they really our choices? Is it already built into us? This was the dilemma. This is the debate which we want to have today. So I'm going to add a little bit of my own story into this. 26 years back, I quit the railways because at that time, one additional member mechanical came to called me and said, look, I want to transfer you to DLW. And I was ADRM and my daughter was in the 11th standard in CBSE. And I said, sir, can you wait for one more year? Let me continue in Chennai. And he said, no, not possible. For some reason or the other, within 15 days, I quit the job. And to be honest with you, if you ask me, will I do it again now? I probably wouldn't, because within 15 days of my quitting the job, September 11 happened. And most of IT fellows started losing their jobs. And here I was, a mechanical engineer or locomotive engineer, not knowing a single line of code in an IT global company. I have no idea. I had no idea as to what even my job was. So when I turned 70, I turned to my good wife and asked her, hey, is this a choice that I made deliberately? Was it my free will that made me take this choice? Her answer was, she thought for a long time and she told me, no, this is not your free will. To be honest with you, it shattered my ego. I thought, gutsy, bold decision. No. My wife says no. What do you think it is? Was it a free will choice or was it made for me? Anybody? Quitting the railway
I
after
think
22 years.
I'm Joshi. I think these choices are sometimes predetermined for you.
Predetermined for you.
Or forced on you.
No, not
Or
forced on
forced
you.
on.
It so happens that you are bound by circumstances and you are forced in a direction which it propelled, is something kind of a thing which comes and it propels you through a door. That's what happens, and you take it as it comes.
How many of you have this feeling where you feel you've taken a decision based on your free will, but later on it turns out to be, oh no, it is not my free will at all. It is just my, as Joshi Saab says, circumstantial, external pressures, unavoidable, no choice. Anybody wants to share? Where you think you really made a free will choice? Yes, sir. Sarabjit Singh.
Well, I have a slight view on this, that I don't know if you have free will. I think you get an inner feeling, okay, let's take it. It's like when you decide to marry someone, you don't make an Excel sheet and start doing it that way. You go and look at her and say, she's the one I want to get married. And I think choices are made by the inner feeling which comes into you. Well, this person is pushing me around. I can't look after my daughter. So let's do it. Let's to hell with it. Let's see what happens. I mean, that's what I think it is. Well, if that is free will, then that's free will.
Interesting. You say there's an inner thing which happens, but is that your freedom? Or is that happening outside you? Like you have no choice. Anil sir, any thoughts on this? What happens to you? Yeah,
Raghu,
Shakti. Yeah.
yeah, I can only reflect back as far as my sort of life journey has been,
Mm,
and when I think of that, there is always an inner core which leads you to take actions. In my case, when I left railways, there was no pressure. I left because I decided that I need to leave. That was long, long
mm,
years back. Beyond that, whatever I have done has always, to me, was always a kind of a something within you that propels you towards taking a decision. Some of them are right, some of them are not right, but that's how it
very
is.
interesting.
That's how life
Mm.
is.
Very similar to what Sarabjit Saab said. Anyone else has got a different view? Any view about your
No,
so-called free will? Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah,
I would
yes,
say
Ranjit Saab.
there are a lot of circumstances other than just the choice you made
Mm,
based on your daughter's education. That is
mm,
one of the factors. There
mm,
must have been many other factors
mm.
which helped you make that decision. Maybe if I had been in your position, I would not have been able to take that decision as easily as probably you did. So there are multiple factors which lead you in that direction, not just one factor.
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful ones. So the real feeling is what today only it shattered me. I was making this presentation. My wife told me it is not my free will. So it kind of my ego balloon has been burst. Anyway, I'll repair it later on. So I have been thinking about what is this thing about free will, and is there anything which I should discover in inner freedom now that I am 70, or should I just be a boat in a river and the river will take me wherever it wants to go? So we just shared our experience. Now I want to add a little more. I've been coaching about executive leaders and managers, CEOs, some of them CEO directs, senior middle people, vice presidents. And some of the common patterns when I see in them is I want to change, but I don't act. I know what to do, but something holds me back. I feel stuck between options. In coaching the parlors, you have some Shakti Goshal will be knowing. You have what is called the iceberg theory, where your observable behavior is only the tip of the iceberg, what is visible to everybody. What is below the iceberg, the solid mass, is your DNA, your past experience, your parentage, your education, like Virdi Saab said, so many other factors, your values, your beliefs, your religion, your experiences, your internalizations, emotions, as hidden to everybody else. So that is something which sometimes can hold you back, even your best beliefs. Your best strengths can be extensions of your weakness. It holds you back from doing something and prevents a choice from you. So I read this book. I want to share something interesting with you. If you have read this, well and good. Otherwise, it's an old book, but you may like to read it. He compares this. Are you able to see my slide? We all talk about we are individuals. We are individualistic. In Hinduism, we have it, Advaitam and Dvaitam and whatnot. And the liberal belief in individualism is I am an individual. I have a coarse inner self, which is the true self of mine. So humans are individuals. We are just algorithms, assemblage of multiple algorithms. For example, my wife has got the daughter-in-law algorithm built in, a Hindu woman algorithm, a grandmother algorithm, ex CBSE higher secondary teacher algorithm, a woman algorithm, wife algorithm. Each of us have got multiple algorithms which are already built into us. Son algorithm, eldest son algorithm, general manager algorithm. I have been a member of the railway board, retired member, chairman, There are some algorithms, many algorithms are already built into your psyche. So there's a complex play of these algorithms which throws open those choices in life for you. So that is why we are all, each of us is different. So Noah Harari says, look, boss, you are not an individual. You are a group of algorithms, and those algorithms are not free. For example, if you are a devout religious person, you will not be able to do certain things, even if the free will is not available for you. It's a strong statement to make, but that's what this book says. And I tried something else today, something very interesting. I went into Chat GPT. How many of you use Chat GPT freely? Anyone? All of you? Yeah, thank you. I'm sure. Claude, Chat GPT, Google, Gemini. I went to Chat GPT and typed this. Hey, I want to give you 50 to 100 situations of mine and my behavior, my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions for each situation. I'll build it up for you. After 100 situations, can you build my personality? You know the answer? Quick. Yes. But he says, I will not be able to exactly tell you who you are, but I will be able to tell you what choices you will have. Can you believe this? It is telling me what choices I will have, which means I don't have them. Somebody else is able to predict it for me. This is the scare of AI to me. I don't know how you feel about this. If suddenly someone says, I know you better than you, will you feel worried about it? Virdisa, your question to you.
No, I won't feel worried about it. Why should I feel worried about it? If there is
Happy?
something which acts, I mean, if it's something is predicting my behavior, unless I am a criminal, I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Raghu, leave AI aside.
Unless, huh?
Raghu, leave AI aside. Even without AI,
Yeah.
I cannot observe myself as well as the others can observe me. I may think I can, but actually, others can observe me much better than I can myself. So
Very
there will
interesting.
definitely be parts of me which I will not know.
No, but your question was, are you worried about it? I said, no, I'm not
I'm
worried
asking,
about
will you be worried about it?
it. No.
So hence,
Why
there
should
is
I be
nothing to
worried about
worry.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, coming back to this summarizing, when I think of what is freedom, I realize from coaching these clients and from this Shashi Bhushan Mallik's experience yourself, you could have seen. It's not about him making any choice. It's not about me making a choice. We all make choices, right? Like Shakti Ghoshal said, I was under no pressure to quit railways. And subsequently, also, I have done what I wanted to do. But was it free will? It is this. Free will is not about making any choice. It's about me noticing what is choosing me, what is influencing me. If I can understand that, probably then this will happen. Won't be worried about whether I can choose anything or not, but I will see what is influencing me and then take a call. Hey, should I be driven by this or not? That small gap, the 10-minute or 10-second gap between, hey, I want to do this. This is a choice I'm facing. But is this choice, what is influencing me in this choice? And should I be driven by this or not? Coming back to Mr. Saranjit Singh, right? He says there was an inner thing which told him. When the inner thing it tells him, you have a choice then. Hey, should I go by this or should I not go by this? I think that's where lies the freedom. If we just succumb to the inner things, yeah, it will work out. I'm not saying it will not work out. But probably we are ruling out some choices which otherwise were always existing, but we dismiss to see them. I'll stop for a
That's
minute here. Anyone wants to comment on this? This particular point.
Yeah. Can I come in, Raghu?
Yeah, of course, please do.
Okay.
Please do.
You used a very interesting term, algorithm, and we seem to be a bunch of algorithms, but okay, it's only a terminology. The way I see it is how we have wound up becoming who we are as we have gone through the life. How have I wound up becoming me as I sit here in this chair and attending your, this particular talk of yours? It's a set of so many things, my experiences, the way, certain beliefs have got formed, my prejudices, all kinds of things, so it's a worldview that I carry, and the worldview keeps on shifting every day. And the worldview leads to me getting certain frames of references in place. And you will understand that as a coach. That actually is the way. So when I see something hurtling towards me, the choices that I see at any point in time is really driven by that what I have wound up becoming. And there will be choices to which I am blind, because there will always be things that will stop me from seeing those choices. That's how we are.
Absolutely brilliantly said. See, it's like this. I'll do one small I look at it this way. You really kind of energized me. I feel that our life is with two suitcases. The right suitcase is all the experiences, events, whichever happens to us. Parentage, DNA, it happened to me. I didn't make it. The left suitcase is what I internalized from what happened to me over the last few years. As you beautifully said, how you wound yourself up into who you are today. So any new thing which hurtles at you, you take a decision based on this. Boom. You hardly think about anything else because there is no time to think. So theoretically speaking, we don't have a free will. See, you're not making a fresh, free choice. So this is the whole topic is about this. Can that free choice come, Shakti? You hesitated for a few seconds when that situation is hurtling at you, when your wound up thing is coming up with a choice, can you just say, wait a minute, what is this causing me? Do I have anything else?
Yeah.
That is freedom.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
what I...
And the way to do it is, every time you see yourself quickly reacting to a situation, you stop and you tell yourself, I'm going to count 3, or maybe you can count 5. And then you see what are the choices that are coming up for you. And the chances are there will be choices which now would be better responses than the reactions which you had originally, thought you would sort of undertake.
Absolutely. I just would like to probably go to the end of the session with one thought. If we cannot do this.
But Raghu, there are so many situations where you don't have a choice. Some war breaks out. You're conscripted. So many individuals, they end up where they don't want to be. So you may not. I mean, you may have a choice. I am, as Shakti says, I'm sitting here today in this chair. It's not necessary that I landed up here. There are forces and circumstances beyond me which brought me here. That's what I would say.
May I add something?
Yeah, please, sir.
I don't know if you have read Robert Frost's the poem called "Stopping by the Woods" on a snowy evening. Well, I'll just read out the last lines, and everyone knows this. The woods are lonely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. And the fact is that he wants to be there in the woods, because he starts off the poem by saying, whose woods are these? I think I know. His house is in the village though, and he will not see me stopping here to watch the woods fill up with snow. So, if I may interpret it in a spiritual way, this man is there in the woods and he sees these beautiful woods around him. And then he feels nearer nature. And his love expands to the view he has. And he wants to be one with that divine feeling. But then what happens? What did the horse tell him? My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sheep or easy wind and the noisy lake. So something in him, if the horse represents something in him which says, well, brother, this is it. You like to be here. This is a feeling. That's where your love is expanding to nature. But then the horse says, don't forget it. You have some responsibilities. You must go back. And then this pitiable lines which says, I have promises to keep. I have promises to keep. So I have to go away. So perhaps in life, when you make choices, you have divine feelings. I want to do this. But then you have to do what you need to do for others to keep them all right. So you had to take care. You left because you had to take care of your son who was doing his 12th. So you could have done something else, but then you had choices, promises to keep. So how much of free will is there, and how much of outside comes and forces you to do what the environment
So one
forces.
question for all of you. Is free will, Bimal Bhatta, you can answer this. Does free will really matter at all?
Thank you, Raghu. I wanted to butt in, but was not getting a chance. So, as far as my own life choices and decisions are concerned, I have always made them against my own better judgment.
That's why I asked you.
And I have loved each of those wrong decisions and wrong choices. And given a chance, I will do it again.
See, this is what I personally call the exercise of free will. That is, I had this choice which was thrown to me by my inner self, but I'm going against it because I decide so. So, very interesting point. So, I'd like to close this with one last exercise which we'll all do together. Okay. My age bet post 70, and some of you are there already, and some of you are nearing 70, right? But you very soon, Malik, and all that. In that, noticing what is influencing me, and Shakti says, giving me a count 1, 2, 3. In that small space, I have an opportunity to live differently. In that small space, right? So let's do that now. I would like all of us to read this. Imagine next week, everything is the same as today. That is including Mrs. Shashi Bhushan Malik, for her also.
Okay.
Everything is same as today. Same husband, same life, same age, same situation, same wife. Mishraji, you can, Rakesh,
I
for
just
you
want
also.
to ask one question, Raghu.
Yeah.
Joshi here.
Yeah, please.
When you resigned, supposing the additional CME would have turned back and said, no, Raghu, don't resign, come to DLW. What you would have done?
Additional what?
If the time when you were asked to go to DLW, posted to DLW, you had made a request, it was not accepted. You said
No. I didn't make a request to go to DLW. I wanted to stay in Chennai till my daughter.
That's what I'm saying. You had made a request to stay in Chennai.
Yeah.
He had posted you to Banaras.
Yeah.
Supposing he had said after you made your intentions clear, because board accepts the resignation letter,
Yeah.
They would have said, oh, Raghu, sorry. You are a great chap. You remain where you are. 1 year, whatever you want. What you would have done? Can you
To
tell
be
me?
honest with you, I can now share that secret with you.
Yeah.
That particular officer who it eventually became a member mechanical of the railway board, I did meet him after I had submitted my resignation. He called me to his house and said, "Hey, is there anything which I can do which can reverse your decision?" My answer at that time was, "Sir, it is a little too late because I have made a choice. And for right or wrong, I will live with it." See, it could have been a disaster of a choice, you know. Within 6 months, this was September 11, Osama bin Laden's team bombed America, and everybody was losing jobs all over. And I was working for an American multinational global company. And the first thing they were pulling out people was brown skins, who looked like brown skins with a beard, you are definitely out. If you just plain brown skin, it was bad enough. So it was that time, those horrid days. I thought anytime I can get the pink slip, um, that's it. And it would have been a different story, and I wouldn't be here to discuss this free will, obviously. But jokes apart, yes, I hope I answered you, Joshi Saab, with what I said. But let us do one small exercise to wind up today's evening. If you don't mind, let's do this. I'm going to share again and I'll put it on the board. And I would like you to spend a minute, like 1 minute without talking. Everything is the same as today, your life, your age, your situation. Everything is same. Okay? Except one thing. You are completely free to choose how you spend your time next week. No expectations, no obligations, no external pressures, no roles to play, nothing. Absolute freedom. I would like to take 1 minute of your time to please think, and then we will share. Okay? Quiet, please. 1 minute. BC.
I am already in that state
Very good.
and hugely enjoying it.
Super. Anybody else would like to share? Was it difficult for you to think what you will do next week? Rakesh Mishra sir?
No, not at all. I'm perfectly glad in what we are doing today.
No. What will you do next week?
Next week also, I would continue to play golf. I would continue to go for my gym. I would continue to travel here and there, spend time with my wife, spend time with my friends. That's what I am doing today. That is what I intend to do tomorrow, and God willing, maybe a year hence.
There'll be nothing different.
Nothing different. No, thank you. Perfectly glad.
Anyone else? Anyone will have something different?
Spend the next 1 week in Switzerland.
Yeah. Why are you not doing it?
Spend the next 1 week in Switzerland.
Alone?
No, with wife.
With wife. Oh. Just curious. Anybody else who's got a thing to share? Mrs. Malik?
Yeah.
I know your husband is next door to you. He can sitting next, but can you share? You don't have any role to play.
I'll accompany him.
Huh?
I'll
क्या करेंगे?
accompany.
एक हफ्ता क्या करेंगे?
I will
Anything
continue with my daily routine, whatever I have, and I have no grudges. I am
No
free to do.
grudges.
I am free to do whatever I'm doing right now, and I don't have anything particular to say.
I know Malik. I know he's a nice guy, but
Yeah.
I can see that.
So I already have a freedom as such. Whatever I want to do, I can do today, tomorrow.
Okay, let me ask. Let me put myself in a spot here. Gauri,
Okay.
what will you do?
What will you do?
Actually strange. The moment I read this, I was just, million things came to my mind.
I know.
The topmost was, I will not look at the clock.
All
Yes.
right.
Because
hell
I
with the clock.
realized that in the course of a day, you're constantly thinking of, how to run your life, or how to adapt to every day. Okay, help others adapt to every day, or take care of others as the caregiver in us doesn't leave us ever. And
Will you like to be rid of that caregiver?
I told you I don't want to look at a clock, so that itself answers it. So I don't want to be this breakfast time, this is lunch time, this is this. And then also a lot of other things which are kind of a bucket list, so many things which I would like to do by way of hobbies. That also came to my mind. But immediate corollary also came to my mind. The paradox of it is that what's preventing me from doing it now?
Yeah.
Except my inertia. So that reflection happens all the time. But it's a juggle.
The juggle.
It's a juggle.
Thank God you didn't say that M G Raghuraman prevented me from doing this. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Gauri, for that. Sometimes she can be brutally honest, especially with Jamalpur friends. Yeah. You know that, Rakeshji. So anyone else has got any closing comment? Ashish Sharma ji, you didn't say your words. Anybody else want to?
So my dream would be, and I'm actually doing it, I'm going to the hills next week, but that's not with my spouse, my wife, my school friends. We are 3 of us, and we are traveling to Raniket next week. So that is my
So
to spend time with in the hills.
So you'll feel freedom.
Yeah, in the sense that I'll be with my school friends and we'll have a good time together, but only for 3 days. Yeah.
Only for 3 days. That's sad. Professor Sahab, Manikutti Sahab, good evening. Do you have any thoughts? Next week,
I
what will
didn't
you do?
speak because I joined so late. We had some unexpected guests. We just got free now. So without really following your points, what am I to say? I would rather add myself to Bimal, saying that I'm already in that state. I'm perfectly free to choose whatever I want to do. And I have no agenda at all for the week. I can just do what I like.
I liked what you said. I don't have an agenda. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to play. I have nothing. I can do what I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Take life as it comes.
Take life as it comes.
Yeah, but that is not a luxury everybody has. I have it
That's not a
because I
luxury.
am at this stage. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there are 3 things which I thought was giving us that luxury. I read that in a recent article. Foundational things like financial stability and health at our age. Finance, health, and family and community. These 3 are very powerful pillars which are absolute minimum. You don't have that, the chances of you even having the luxury of entertaining a thought of free will jumps out of the window. If you don't have a health, if you don't have money in the bank, and you don't have family and community, take these 3. If they are not solid and strong, you do be shaky. Thank you with that. Thank you. I will close with that and hand over back to Virdi Saab. And thank you all for joining. It was a pleasure seeing 26, 28 people.
Thank you, Raghu. It's been a wonderful 1 hour of the long session. Back to the old days. Only it's virtual, so there was absolutely no dress regulation. So you can enjoy your. And it was almost spiritual in nature. So you've taken us through a journey which is, of course, most of us are finding ourselves at various points in our lives where somebody may be having a free will to, but there are people who may not be so lucky.